Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about our debt pay down journey. If you haven't seen my debt confession video, we are going to link it up here right now. It will give you context to my debt so that you're not just trolling all the credit card debt that I have. However, in today's video, we are going to jump right in and start looking at the debt and how the debt progression for the month of January. Let's go ahead and get started. This is my debt tracker Excel file. I like this because it's easy for me to navigate and to work off of. You can leave the link in the description below of this particular spreadsheet. The way I break this down is that I like complete visibility on everything that is happening with my credit cards. So I know what the APR is, 0% balance transfers are going to be, I know what my credit limit is, I know roughly what my payments are going to be, but you know your payments change depending on what your balance is, but this gives me a rough idea. The open date, the closing date, and the due date. I've shared this in my credit card videos before. I have a whole series that helps you understand the difference between your closing date and your due date. Very, very important. Your due date, that is what keeps you compliant when it comes to not getting extra fees or being reported into the credit bureau for non-payment. Your closing date, however, this is what matters for your credit score. 2 years ago, during my first debt confession journey, I was really looking at closing date because I was trying to buy a house. My credit score was really important to me then. Now it no longer is, so I just focus on the due dates. So I am going to hide all three of these columns. We're just looking at December and January. January is where I currently am. Of course, December is where I was end of December last year in 2024. Looks like the progress on my debt was very limited at best. The cards that I have a balance on. All right, so right now, this is what my current state of affair is. My Capital One Silver card went up by 12%. So it went up by $640 or 12. And I'm currently at a 70% utilization rate. My Saver card went up by $2,710. That is a change of 31%. So whatever cards where I'm carrying a balance, the utilization rate is no joke. Now I have to say this though, the good thing about me having all of these different cards is everything I'm learning about how every single one of them are. I've had Capital One, Discover, American for a very long time. American Express along with Synchrony, definitely don't like them, but that's for another video. So my Capital One Saver card, I'm at a utilization rate of about $89. 89%, my apologies. My Bank of America utilization rate 83%. However, this one is a 0% balance transfer card. It went down by 1%. So when it's positive, that means that I'm making progress towards the reduction of the debt. When it's negative, that means that I'm making negative progress towards the reduction of the debt. My second card has a 35% utilization rate, $50, which was in keeping with how much I paid for the minimum payment, and it went down by 2%. My Discover card went down by $255 or 3% with a utilization rate of 75%. My Discover card number 2 I went down by $216 or 4%, a utilization rate of 69%. My platinum card went down by $810 or 5%, utilization rate of 68%. This is actually no longer 10,000. They reduced my utilization rate, but honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. A lot of these cards I got because of real estate, but I'm gonna be pausing anything real estate for the next 2 to 3 years. And I have like $100,000 balance in credit cards right now. I'm okay. And when I get my finances to where they're up and good, they're gonna raise it back up anyways. So, and if they don't, I won't cry you a river, honey. And these two are the ones that charge me interest so far. I think it's kind of odd, but a lot of these expenses from Capital One are pretty recent. So I think these will hit my account here in the next few weeks. So right now it looks like I'm at $123 in interest. So that's about less than 1% in overall interest. And instead of going down in my credit card progress, I actually went up by $221. Of course, that is not good information. We want to be making progress in the upward trajectory, not in the downward trajectory. But I have some good news. Stick around to the end of this video. I do have some really good news about how I'm about to magically make a lot of this debt disappear. The way my spreadsheet is structured, I have all of my debts broken down into this first page. But the primary reason for my debt pay down is to really focus on credit cards first. So that's why here we start with credit cards and then we look at the overall landscape. The information on the credit card tracker is also on here. It's the same information. Last month I was at $60,162 overall credit card debt. This month I'm at $60,384. That is an increase or negative progress of $222 or 37%, and overall utilization rate of 57%. So now let's take a look at all of my other debts, okay? I have 2 student loan debts that I'm barely paying anything into. As soon as I'm done with credit cards, I'll put my energy on student loan debt. But right now, the change has been minimal, 0. Federal taxes, I am on track to getting rid of these in the next month or so. So I think the next time we see each other, I'm hoping to knock down federal taxes out of the way. Right now, the change was $300 for federal tax. The current balance due is $2,200, and that's 13.64%. State tax, I am 2 months away from being completely done with this. So last month it was $480. This month it's $330. That's a percent change of 45%. My line of credit, I am making some progress. Now I'm at $15,000. Last month it was $17,000. The tractor, this is brand new, so the progress is of course pretty small. The change in progress right now is 1.5%. and it went down by about $500. My lease breakdown went down by $200. I'm paying this as slowly as I'm going to. And for my car, it went down by $502 or a 2.57% change. So overall, what does that look like for my debt? Last month, I was at $172,663. Today, I'm at $171,930. It's an overall change of $733 or less than 0.5% change. So this right here, of course, this is very slow progress. It's not what we would want out of our debt pay down journey. However, here is my plan of attack for February. I primarily use my credit cards for real estate. So here is what I'm thinking about doing moving forward. I am getting rid of all of my credit cards on any spending account. So I'm not going to be using credit cards to buy anything. Everything will be bought cash. If you've been here for the past 2 years since I've had this channel, you know that I have a sales-like job where I travel for work. And until this year, I always paid for everything out of pocket, and then my company reimbursed me. Not anymore. I now have a corporate card. Thank you, Lord. I have a corporate card, so now everything goes into my corporate card and we call it a day. Real estate, everything is going to go inside of my Amex account. So all of my incoming and outgoing expense will be managed by Amex. I'm not a big fan of Amex. I'm actually looking into changing away from them, but it won't be this year. This year, I'm keeping the changes low until I feel a little bit stabilized. You know, it's kind of a tumultuous time, managing a whole lot of things. So we'll manage the changes slowly. My online business, so everything that involves YouTube, the stuff that I want to do with the finance business will all go through my Capital One checking account. My personal expenses will go through Ally because that's where everything already goes. So as you can see, all of these are checking accounts except for the corporate card. Now, in case of emergency, right now I do not have an emergency fund for my business or for my rental. Even for myself, I don't have it yet because I'm focusing on paying down credit card debt. Actually, let me take a step back. I am going to be putting down like seed money, but it's not a true emergency fund, because to me, a true emergency fund for my business, for example, will be about 3 months of expenses. For me personally, it will be about 6 months of expenses. But this seed fund will be just enough to give me some breathing room. So here is what I am going to be using to get rid of maybe about 40% of credit card debt by the end of February. I'm really prioritizing my mental health. Something about the debt that I have right now just really feel like it's weighing down on me. I have some money in my 401k, so I'm going to be taking a loan from my 401k of $50,000 at 7.5% interest, a 60-month term, $1,100 per month. At the end of that term, I would have paid myself $10,000 in interest. This is really important. I am positioning myself to shift the interest from paying it to credit cards company to paying it to myself. So I'm pretty much just kind of moving money around. I am going to see if I still want to be investing in the stock market while all of this is happening. Probably not. Now, I preach on this channel all the time. Listen to me. If your employer offers a 401k match, you need to absolutely put in the minimum to get that 401k match. So that is what I'm going to be doing. In the past, I was maxing out my 401k. This year, I'm not going to max it out, but I'm going to put the minimum to get that 401k match. I still will, because I am not here to throw away free money. And at a rate of 5% of my salary, that is lots of thousands of dollars that I will be throwing away. And that's not going to happen. So I also have tax returns from 2023 coming, not last year 2024, but 2023 that is coming. So all of that is going to go towards credit cards. Some of it is going to go towards my current federal tax obligations, because when you owe taxes to the government, your federal returns are not coming to you. They take their money first before they pay you. So what I'm going to be doing here is the $50,000. I'm going to be putting $25,000 towards my credit cards, and then about 15,000 towards my rental income and 10,000 towards my online business. So all of the training that I'm getting, all of the people that I'm hiring, all of the marketing I want to do, it's that 10,000. That's the seed money, right? So now the thing is, make it or break it, baby. You've taken this money out, you've put it into this business, you have to make it happen. So that is my plan for my credit cards. So with me now putting in seed money into my rental business, there's no reason why I should be taking any amount of money out of my personal expenses to pay for the business or for my rental income. That's my path for 2025. And if you want to kind of better understand how I divide all of this money, what all of that looks like, I have a bi-monthly financial check-in where I show you guys, where I budget in front of you, and you get to see how I'm moving money around, playing with all of the different accounts. So hopefully by this time next month, when you guys come back, a lot of the little debts on here are gone. And as far as my credit cards, the ones here in green is what I'm hoping to eliminate to zero. This is already at zero. I'm hoping next time when you come, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 at zero, if not as close to zero as I possibly can. And of course this one too. I want this one gone too. So if this one is not gone, I might just reduce these two. If I can't get rid of these two completely, I might just reduce them. However, we'll see. But definitely by this time next month, I would be on track to pay off this 25,000 and get it out the way. Let's add her. Yeah, so $25,000, I'm hoping to get rid of it. So that is my prayer and my hope. We'll see how that goes. So as you guys can see, the progress is small. However, there is hope. We are making progress. I cannot wait for you guys to come back next month to see how my plan materializes. Good things are coming. I have a lot of great videos coming up and more of this journey on my debt pay down, the online business. So I'm really excited about the future. I know when I do these debt pay down videos, there's a little bit of doom and gloom. I'm sure you guys feel it too just watching this. Can you just imagine how I feel carrying it? But you all know, I know that debt is a strategy. You can leverage debt and be smart about debt. We've done it, and now we are on the path to getting rid of it. Thank you all so much for watching and joining me. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. In the meantime, please help a sister out. Give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and come back because there's a whole lot happening here that you want to be a part of. Okay? As always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you.